up everyone, it's StrangeLuv here, and I'm back with another Plants vs. Zombies rare character showcase, except this time it's gonna be a double feature because it just so happens that I unlocked two variations of the Engineer class, so I'm gonna cover both of them in this video. So let's get started. Alright, so the first rare character that I'm going to show you is, like I said, a variation of the Engineer class, and he is the Painter. Now for the Painter, the main attribute that sets him apart from the basic Engineer is of course his paintball crossbow, which replaces the concrete launcher. The Painter shares the same abilities and challenge stars as the basic Engineer, but it's his weapons and weapon attachments that set him apart. Now when I first unlocked the Painter, I was super excited to go and paint the garden red because I kept getting killed by painters and I wanted my chance to enact vengeance in the form of paintballs. Now the Painter's crossbow is similar to the basic Engineer's concrete launcher in the fact that it is a semi-automatic weapon and it does do splash damage. However, instead of doing explosive damage like the concrete launcher, the Painter's crossbow does impact damage and it actually has a higher impact damage per shot. Plus it has a reduced splash radius and lower splash damage. So basically that means that the Painter's crossbow is a little on the short range side, but the Painter's crossbow can be much more effective than the concrete launcher if you can land those skill shots close range rather than relying on the splash damage. And as you can see, the Painter does not disappoint, and getting all those vanquishes with paintballs is pretty satisfying. The Painter's crossbow is basically a shotgun, so try to use it accordingly. Now, the only thing that I don't like about the Painter is the fact that his reload time is a little on the slow side, so until you can get the weapon upgrade for a faster reload, just try to make every shot count. Alright, so the next Engineer variation that I wanted to show you guys is the Electrician. Now by a similar token, the Electrician also uses a short-range semi-automatic weapon called the Volto Blaster, which deals electric shock damage to its enemies in the form of an electric blast. Similarly to the Painter, the Electrician does do a little splash damage, but he's most effective if you land those deadly electric shots. Now you'll want to keep in mind that the Electrician's weapon does have a smaller clip capacity than the basic Engineer, as the Volto Blaster only carries 10 rounds per clip as opposed to the concrete launcher which carries 12. Now the Painter and the Electrician do very similar damage close range. I think the Painter does about 40 damage per hit while the Electrician does 35, but if I had to choose between the two, I'd say that I'd probably prefer the Electrician more often, simply because he has a slightly faster reload time. Plus, when you hit an enemy with your electric blast, they get their screen distorted, and as far as I can tell, the electric blast does chain to nearby enemies. So the Electrician is really good at taking out groups of people or at least incapacitating them, especially if you pair it with your sonic grenade. So if I'm playing something like Gardens and Graveyards, I usually prefer using the Electrician to at least go in and try and distract a whole group of enemy plants while my teammates come in and capture the base. But either way, the Painter and the Electrician are both really fun Engineers to play as, but the only thing I'd criticize about both these classes is that there's not enough butt crack. Am I right? Alright you guys, that wraps up another rare character showcase in Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. The next episode will most likely be a plant showcase because I want to alternate between showing plants and zombies, so hopefully you guys will enjoy it. Thanks so much for watching, stay strange my loves, and until next time, this is StrangeLuv, signing out.